Welcome everybody on YouTube. This is a replay cast in real time. What time is it? 20 past 10. Right, so this is a round of 32 games that unfortunately got missed out by the normal Rebbl commentary casters. I think there's a solid half dozen of us, but none of us could make it to this one. Maybe there was a clash. Cheesetactics did cast it, but it would have been a biased or no comms stream, where no one was allowed to suggest anything for fear of backseating in a playoff game. So we're going to run it through here. It's the Influencers versus Cheesetactics Mark 4. Cheesex, a long time coach. Cult figure, some may say. Came back for Blood Bowl 3. I haven't seen this name since the pandemic, so I'm excited to watch him play. Con, I'm pretty sure, is a fresh coach, fresh Amazons. A real unknown quantity in that regard. And right, it looks like the tactics chose to receive, so it's going for a classic. I'm not calling him old. I think the lady doth protest too much a bit there, Brain Lord. Anyway, the nice thing about replay cast is there's no delay. We just see the activations one after the other. So this is more for my play-by-play. It'd be a play-by-play cast. Not much time to come up with lines for the two coaches. We're just going to have a look. Age cheddar. I mean, cheese is something you have to age quite well. And a high kick to counterfeit on the ball. Classic. And yeah. So Cheesex, this looks like fresh orcs almost, don't you think? Maybe 2 seasons at best. Grandfather of the league. How about you, Brain Lord, surely? We have the shadowing. No, Dauntless, sorry. Dauntless not going to get too much value in this one. There is a couple strength 4 blockers lying around, but Corn hasn't built them to be blockers. One of them is killer and one of them is ball carrier with break tackle. So it's interesting. I'm 17. Yeah. Yeah, sure you are. Does that mean, wait, you're 17, does that mean I have to sign some, I have to sign like working with children forms when I ever do commentary or recaps with you? Because I signed up for a summer camp once and like to do, to help out at a summer camp over the summer. And I had to do like a police background check to make sure that I wasn't a nonce. So do I need to do one of those? Your mental age doesn't count. Oh dear. All right, well, I'll need to get the paperwork. I still have one though. That's what I'm saying. I have one from 2021. I don't know if it's still. I might have to do a new one. I don't know how long they last for. But yeah. Oh wow, look at this. They're right up and in here. No screening, just pure zonage. Oh my goodness Christ, in we go. Oh, look at this. Just in Blodge we trust. And wow, instantly finds the power onto Kaide. She'll be okay though. And Cheesek's just gonna punch his way out of trouble, it looks like. Or at least he's gonna try to. That's a knockdown there. Oh, and a serious injury. Down she goes. Emery done. And brings in a big time blitz onto Chica. But no knockdown there. Oh wow, look at how aggressive Cheese is playing it. Rebases his killer, but it is only line woman, so in theory it's okay. We have the guard here. It's going to be a very difficult block, but Star Yuki still gets a nice 1-die on him if she wants to take it. Or in a big power now onto Nikki Nihachu. But she'll be okay, and that sets up a 2-die onto Canadian Cheddar. So not the best outcome, I don't think. All is perfectly safe though. Yep, down goes, oh, yep, here we go. Canadian Cheddar takes that hit. They'll be okay, though. This Armor 10 Plus is going to be a nightmare for these Amazons, because they've only got the 1 token Mighty Blow and no Fowler. Speaking of, in comes that Mighty Blow. We're going into the cage corner. We fail the rush, but we don't the second time. There's a reroll done. And Gaia Cheese will be fine. I like this, though. We recognize that it's not a guard guy, so we keep him in the middle. So the guard guys don't get a nice easy square. That's actually quite clever. I like that a lot. Pokimane having a look. Making herself aware. Look at this. This is a real punch from up here. Every single player within this little box Another Amazon hits the turf on an armor break, and that's a KO onto Ari Game Plays. She's finished, for the drive at least. But what Cheesetactics could run into trouble here because there's so much blodge and there's not that much. There's a decent bit of tackle, but it's not everywhere. And he'll have to be careful. He might find himself a little bit. He might find his cage a bit swamped here if he doesn't punch it clear. And no, they're getting the pals, but not the armor breaks, really. At least so far. He's got the 2 removals, though, so you have to think if Cheesetactics can just weather the storm, he'll be okay this drive. The Amazons will hopefully bounce off. We're going to keep throwing 1-dies. This guy does have wrestle, so it's not too outrageous. And a quick, well, I say quick, it's replay cast. The Amazons keep going, though. Oh my god, Con. We're getting a real snapshot of how Con wants to play his Blood Bowl. It is all action all the time. It's a real skill check. He's saying, I've got blodged, you don't. You don't have tackle. I can disrespect everything you do. And you have to cope. And if you can't cope, you're going to lose. And that might be how he got his playoff ticket from Fresh. Because this is really... I mean, he spares Pokimane because she's like a big-time player. Ironically, might be worth putting Pokimane in here to cancel a guard or two, but... maybe not. And the cage is hella swamped. We are getting... It has to be said though, Cheesetactics is getting some pals. It's all 2-die all the way down. Yeah, look at this, another box car. Kapow. KO onto Pokimane. No Apo. Oh, goodness me. This is a very good start. This is what happens when you mark every Amazon up every turn. Especially into this much Mighty Blow. Sometimes they just fall off. And Gouda Cheese is going to stroll on by. Punch clear through. This is like an advert for the Orc team. This is something that Game Workshop would do as a trailer. It'd show the Orc, like this is like classic Orking. Big punching. No cage movement till every other player is off the pitch or on the ground. Another armor break comes in. And another KO comes in onto Lily Pichu. Has anyone been watching Tip to Tip? The motorbike series with Ludwig and Michael Reeves. Like I've been watching some of the China one. It's kind of good TV. It reminds me of the old you know the old Top Gear specials? It reminds me of that quite a bit. But the humor is a lot less racist. Well, not that the Top Gear specials are racist, but you know what I mean. Like there was always that edge to the Top Gear specials, and they always had like controversy. They had like the Burma one and the Argentina one. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot more. It was like a lot more wholesome version of that, but it's still quite like an authentic road trip in the way that I Showed Speed stuff is just like a tourist promotion. Anyway, I'd recommend it. It's a good series. And Gouda's going to roll on by here. Another power. Oh, wow. Sharp cheddar. Not sharp enough. But still, a power onto an Amazon is decent work. And we're now going up to the guards. And we're tempo re-rolling as well. We consider the drive done, and fair enough. Cheesex wants extras. Oh, sorry, Strategic Cheese wants extras. My bad. Those are two different people. I've mixed them up. How about now? Another KO. There we go. Nikki Nihachi's done. No Apothecary at any point. Was there a keg involved, potentially? Yes, that's why we're letting these go. Bloodweiser keg is in play, and I suspect it's going to need a lot of use. Influence is down to 7 on the pitch. No, 6, sorry. But one of those 6 is still Amaranth. And we take another reroll. There's no faith in any one turn. We're just trying to get as much damage as we can on these guys. Or any damage at all would be nice, and that's just a stun. The sum total of the efforts. And look at this, Strategic Cheese. He's got 13 players. 2 spare orcs ready to go. And the freak... There's a freak armor break. He's covered. He's got benches. He can foul. And yep, down they go. The orcs no longer have to think about the ball. They can focus purely on killing Amazons. to the best of their ability. And although, I mean, the nice stun here onto Canadian Cheddar, so their kill ability has definitely gone down this turn. Only the one Mighty Blow hit. And he's going to blitz with Wrestle, which I like a lot. Because it sets up for fouls potentially. Okay, no blitz. That's interesting. I think he forgot to blitz there, unfortunately, for Strategic Cheese. Oh, and a 1-die skull. Flash reroll. 1-die right there. And yeah, the guard is telling here. Oh, there's good defensive. But they can only get 1-die hits. Not that it matters, because they do seem to find the knockdowns on them. Kapow. Oh, and a KO. Gaia Cheese. And they take the KO. So that's 1 tackle down. A good result for the Zons. It's a long game of Blood Bowl. And having no, if this KO roll fails, sometimes that's no tackle. Or 1 less tackle for the whole game. And yeah, here comes the reply from the Orcs. Last turn of punching before they run in the score. And Loser Fruit's going to be the victim here for the Guess Up and Blitz. And that's the first injury for Strategic Cheese. Badly hurt. Let's her go. There's the three line woman bench. And a keg keeping the KOs back. There's still plenty of fodder. I think we're going to be saving an Apothecary for one of the guards or one of the blockers. And go. They're probably the only ones with Apothecary privileges here. A badly hurt on a blodger, I think I would also consider Rappoing, I think, in this game. And here we go. Last chance at some damage before the LOS hits, and no dice on Canadian Cheddar this time. Nice though. Engineers a 2-die hit onto Head Cheese. Ugh. That's a bit grisly, isn't it? Kaide wins against Head Cheese. Ooh. Cheesex wants Cheese wants some extra damage here. You'll get up and blitz, I suspect. Oh wow, we really are risking it for a biscuit. We do have a reroll, so it's not too risky, but the old dub skull into dub skull. You're tempting fate a little bit. Nah, we're not. Easy knockdown here. Amaranth is going to take a Mighty Blow shot. Just a stun, fortunately for the con. Oh, and a nice little foul as well. A fadeaway pow. Nothing doing with it. And in goes Gouda. That's 1-0 to the Orcs. A very casual textbook Orc drive. And Zons do not have much 1-turn, so... Oh, Gia stays out. 1 more KO roll to see him back. And as you can see, the Keg has worked overtime here. Pokemon's back. The only one still sleeping is the Lupichu. Get the ref. Oh, wow. I don't know who that helps more. I guess that helps the Amazons more. Potentially, because a foul is probably the best way to cut this armor down. To the point where I think you kind of have to foul right away here, even on a line knock. Because it's going to be your best chance at a removal for quite a while, I suspect. We can get all of the assists. Oh, looks like we are going to... What are we doing instead? Vanity Pass? I might have fouled here. I think especially when we get a bribe on our hands. Yeah, we had to roll a 5 and not even close. Okay. Bribes do make it interesting. All the KOs do return. I think maybe actually Con had the right decision. Because of the bench. Makes sense. A lot of shuffling around here. Con's LOS is brutal. Look at this. No, if the blitz doesn't happen, it's amazing. If the blitz happens, it's terrifying. But we don't get a blitz this time, so never punished. No knockdown though onto Bree. And now we'll probably push along the line, I suspect. Yeah. The conga line of Amazon. And along they go. The Lineorc's getting shoved out of the way. Not that one though, he's going to hit the floor quite unceremoniously. Interesting follow. Very interesting follow. Exposing the guard. Because we want a bigger foul. And she goes, oh, and it's a kill. A dead Dauntless. The ref will take a look, but there is a bribe in play. They argue first. And the bribe? Yeah. Bribe's okay. So Con does know his stuff, right? Because that is how you're supposed to do it. You argue first, because if you roll a 1 on argue the call, it's better than rolling the 1 on your bribe. You lose the turn either way, but at least you don't lose the bribe. So very good fouling there. Connor's definitely been around the block. When it comes to the fouling game, at least that was very well executed. Unfortunately, the bribe is gone, but it does give him a player advantage, which you do kind of need as Amazons, because as you can see, you're always in danger of losing that player advantage. And double marking with tackle. Swiss Cheese is definitely going to have a word here as well, I suspect, to come in and stand here. That's what I'd be doing anyway. And we don't, though. Oh, okay. Well, that makes this blitz off quite... Blitz, does it make it easier? Probably not, actually. We can stand here and blitz in on this angle is the only thing. Oh, but not if we... Oh, okay, now... Okay, we're going to blitz with the ball carrier and then just trust our dodge skill to walk away. That's fair enough, I suppose. You don't want to lose too much momentum. And with break tackle, it's a 2+. So break tackle value for Pokemon there is able to just walk away from the pressure applied by Bree. Oh, and finally, that's the first 1 in 9 of the day. But it's actually quite a dangerous 1 in 9 actually as well, because Manchego can find a block onto Sweet Anita and that opens it all up. Oh, but no knockdown. I don't think that matters though. It still opens up the line, and we can definitely get a 1-die hit. 1-die, we can either get a 2-die without tackle or a 1-die with. I no, actually tell a lie. The guards are both here, so it would have to be a 1-die without tackle. And I don't, yeah. Oh, we're going around the back. There's a reroll. Oh, we take another rush. And we fully commit, right? This has to work if you're a Cheesex supporter. Oh my goodness, we go after Sweet Anita and Skull. That's 3 rerolls done in 1 turn. Strategic Cheese, the Cheesetactics. Maybe not the best cheese tactic, that one, but when you open up a hit on the ball, you feel like you have to go in for it. We do get rid of Sweet Anita, but at the cost of 3 rerolls in overtime format. Fill in your bingo cards. Maybe a really interesting line. The Amazons can get out of this hole, and with break tackle, I think they'll be able to quite easily. It's a huge win for Con, that interaction there. And Cheese you did have to use either one. It feels like chasing his losses. I think you used the first reroll, and then when you need a second one, I think you just say, right, I've failed the play, it's not worked, I'm going to save my rerolls. Oh, Con doesn't save his rerolls, he greeds. Look at this, Pokemon walks up looking for action, push wants a knockdown, and then finds a snake on the reroll and knocks the ball down. He's already 1-0 down. That's shocking. God, I love watching Con play. It's like some really good turns, and baits 3 rerolls with a clever little misposition, and then just runs his ball carrier into the turf. It's really goofy. The Orcs don't have a lot though. They have a 1-die blitz with Canadian Cheddar onto Star Yuki into a pickup, and that's kind of all they have. So Star Yuki could come up huge here with a well-timed both down. Oh, well, they make it 2. Oh, and another. Oh my goodness, it gets stopped. He goes for a cheeky greed block with sharp cheddar before his blitz. Wow. What a set of turns this has been. The Amazons are going to get this back. No rerolls either side. It's turn 12. Oh, and a random badly hurt. This will be the apothecary, I'm pretty sure. No, Cheese lets that one go. That was my bad. I thought it was this guy. It wasn't. It was a Black Orc, so, and a not very well leveled Black Orc, so that's fair enough. Sorry, Biggin. Important distinction now because the Black Orcs are an actual team. There we go. Big pow. But the ball is now back in hand. Pokimane, tactical slip. Orcs can't take advantage. Lose another piece. And the Amazons have it once again. Well, it must have been a tilter there for Strategic Cheese. Is there any way back from this? And yeah, they try and break out, but it's very inefficient to do so. I'm not sure about this stand-up. I think you have to let Head Cheese get to here and try and cut this off at least a little bit. I think standing up to do nothing is a bit of a mistake here. And all of a sudden the pals have dried up. I need to stop using that phrase. I've used that phrase too much. Ooh, another cheeky break. Start the turn. And this ball is away. It's going to be 1-1. And we're looking down the barrel of overtime with no rerolls. This could be quite fun. This was certainly quite a fun half. Oh, wow. Look at this. Block maximizing. Never mind. Just double marking. There's still a line here for the Orcs to get towards the ball. Amazons, as usual, trusting in their defensive skills to take up all the Orcs' turns. A cheeky one die with string to open the lane. It does work. But after all this, we're only going to be able to free up Gaia. And these are both strength 4 pieces, so it would be red dice. And this is where I think you get people caught out. Because they do all the hard work and they get ready and then, oh, we've needed an extra man. And down that extra man goes. I dare not skip a turn. In theory, this is totally finished for the drive. And I can go watch the next one, but feels like anything can happen. Amazon's just taking the hits they can. Put some music on a little bit. Where's OBS real quick? Spotify. Oh, I have the game audio off this whole time. No. Yes, I have had it off this whole time. That's so bad. I'm so sorry. Not a very good streamer, am I? Not a very good streamer at all. No, he must have been silent, apart from my voice. I'm very sorry. My bad. Amazon's looking for the foul. Did they get it? No, they rolled a 5 on the armor. And the Orcs aren't happy about that. Look at this. They're getting a bit menacing. Zonas might have to score turn 15 here, but the Orcs don't have a lot to come back with. Down goes Star Yuki. Oh, she might not get up again. That's a knockout. More work for the keg. Red die uphill. The only respectable line. Well identified. And he gets a decent start. Walks away. Gets to the mark. Okay. Pokimane does need to blitz this off. But she's not going to. Amaranth is going to bail it out. Mighty Blow hit. Makes sense. And can they get another turn of stalling? No, they cannot. 1-1. So, offense for offense. Orcs are now out of spares in the kick. is super deep, so the Orc 2 turn is looking pretty rough. Oh, and a quick snap as well for the Orcs. Not much of one though. Now just try and take some extra damage, but as you can see, there's a lot of spare. There's still a spare Amazon. Tina Kitten. No, is that Nemu? Nemu was on the bench, ready to step in should anyone get knocked out. Oh, and that'll be that for the Orc 2 turn, I suspect. No scoring threats. And a cheeky mighty blow, well, not cheeky at all. Last mighty blow hit before overtime. Amaranth comes in onto a rookie Black Orc, Sharp Cheddar, who double skulled. This was the Black Orc who double skulled before the Orcs could get to the ball, and may have cost Cheesex the drive. Let's see what the Orcs do in return. Okay, mighty blow blitz. Can't get anything. Oh, another a pound Lily Peachy though. Parmesan cheese. And a knockout onto Lily Peachy. Although the way the keg's been performing, I suspect she'll be back for overtime. And we're going for, we still have our blitz activation. We're going to take it. Oh no, it's a foul. Never mind. Oh, not quite. Fantasy pass. Perfect. Cheesex still has his, sorry, Strategic Cheese still has his bribe. And who wins the toss? Lily Peachy does come back, and the Influencers win a very, very important toss. The Orcs have to defend. No rerolls. It's a touchback kick and a pitch invasion. Takes down Sharp Cheddar. So, an angle's opened up now for the Amazons. And another stun. And yeah, here we go. Strength 4 blitz. In comes Amaranth onto Swiss cheese. Puts a hole in him. And it's just a stun. Sure, it'll be okay. And Nemu will be the sacrificial lamb here to try and draw the blitz off of Canadian Cheddar and keep Amaranth safe. But the way things are looking, we can sometimes just walk into Amaranth with the 1 die. Roll up with this guard here. Something tells me it won't happen. Yeah. And are these scoring threats here? Not quite. The only scoring threat is Nemu. And Con gets rerolls. Where on earth did those come from? I swear he didn't have any. Is he fielding a leader? I am very surprised. I thought I saw him use all of them. Maybe I'm wrong. Apparently he's got 2 rerolls to play with. Fair enough. Maybe he got them from kickoff events. That would make sense actually. I think he did probably get them from kickoff events. Because we've been skipping those. And the Orcs do shift over. And RE Game Plays is now wide open. Look at the space she's got here. And it looks like it's going to be the old switcheroo. Thank you very much. Yep, so it is. Can't pass on the Jaguar Warriors. It's a 5+ check, but we can simply just stand in the neighborhood. And I think we'll be okay. Strength 4 Blodge. There's not a lot these line orcs can do. The Russell one is a problem, so we stand in front of him. This movement's not incredibly efficient, but we're trying to lock them all up, I suspect. I wouldn't have minded trying to run somebody up over here. I probably would have ran RE Game Plays up to here and then covered this guy off with Somerset, most likely. Because this does let these blitzers potentially come back over the top and be annoying. It's a big overcommitment though, right? Both the tackles step into the wide zone. And the Zons have to explode. Oh, a dub skull. Oh, cheese. Strategic cheese. It's another big and dub skull. This time he has block, which makes it even worse. Pass turn. The Canadian Cheddar can't move. Head cheese can't move. And that's a wrap. That is a genuine falafel wrap. Yep, in comes the blitz as well. Put it beyond all doubt. And the Orcs let down by the biggins. They go out in the round of 32, are badly hurt. Sends them on the way. Apothecary not required. And they hang their heads in shame, these boys. The best they needed a knockdown there to maybe send a mark to the ball. Right, they're looking for chain pushes now. Who can they free up? They might be able to free up a biggin blocker. They could also free up a thrower. But we'll see. That's what they're going for. They're going to try and get Manchego into range. Oh my goodness, what a string of dodges that was. Guy of Cheese just sent it. But unfortunately, Canadian Cheddar fails his first dodge, and that's that. Wowee. So that's how they got here. And poor all those biggins, eh? It does show how Con likes to play the game. He sends it. He puts so much pressure on with his defensive skills. And if you can't he just skill checks you in terms of the skills your pieces have. If you can't keep up with the blodge, then you're kind of